Alright, what is going on? I'm so fucking tired. Whatever. Let's get into the day. Let's get into the trade. Today's price action was pretty shit, in my opinion. I did not like it. But we were able to get a W anyway. So for this week, I ended up not getting a trade maybe Monday, was it? Let's see. It was yesterday, bro. I'm tripping. So it's Thursday. We got a W on Monday, then we got a W on Tuesday, and then we got no trade Wednesday, and then a W today on Thursday. Tomorrow will be CPI, so I won't be trading the New York AM session. I'm only going to trade CPI, try to get some new accounts, maybe try to get a payout on my top steps as well with it, but won't be trading the actual session. So I'm done for the week, 3-0, very good week, whatever. So let's go into the pre-market analysis. I said I'm bullish for today. We inversed an hourly gap, as you can see here. So we inverse this hourly gap to the upside, so I was bullish. I wanted to see Asia and London High get hit on ES. That was my draw for ES. So I was like, listen, if until those get hit, I'm bullish. So I wanted AMD longs. Off what, you may be asking? Well, right at 9:30 open, we made this 30-minute intermediate low. So I wanted manipulation to the low at open, and then we could get a little trade. What happens? We end up just shopping around all fucking the first like 20 minutes of open, edge the 30-minute low, and then get our nice little move to our draws here, as you can see. So very annoying that we ended up edging this low. So then I was like, all right, maybe we could get some continuations depending on what the trend is. I ended up taking or calling out an eval trade after we swept Asia and London highs. I believe it was this 1 minute. Yeah, so it was this trade. So I ended up calling this out for about a 1-to-1, and this ended up banking. So I called this out. The reason why this was an eval trade for me, it's not my system. It's not a trade I would take. There's no AMD, This is our accumulation, this pre-market accumulation, which is why I wanted to see this immediately get hit. And then with this move up here, like, this to me is not manipulation. It's not clear. We come up and then we just edge this liquidity pool, and then we come up, we don't hit anything on NQ. Yes, we hit our draws on London or on ES, but to me it just wasn't valid enough to take a trade on, especially with how price was moving. I mean, look at ES on the 1 minute, absolutely terrible. But I did call this out on stream for an eval trade. Then what happens? We finally hit our 30-minute intermediate gap, and then we look for a 10 a.m. trade. We hit the 30-minute intermediate low, and then at 10 a.m., what happens? We just start accumulating. Also at 10 a.m., we open up this big-ass 5-minute for value gap. So this is perfect. This is immediately calling to me, okay, 10 o'clock AMD. We accumulate right at the new 4-hour candle open. Then we make our top wick, get a little respect to this 5-minute, and then we're going to sell off, right? And what happens? Exactly that. We come up and we tap our little 5-minute gap. We end up making an internal SMT. As you can see, we ran this high on ES, but not on NQ. We have a 1-minute gap here, which ends up getting a great little inversion, good momentum candle, but not too far down that it cooked our fill. We got in, I wanted to go break even at this wick, take it a little bit further than this guy, and then as soon as this would get hit, we would start trailing. It gets hit, we trail and get hit, or get taken out for about here. So RR was not great on this trade, to be honest. It was lower than I wanted it to be, but it was the best you could really get in a situation like this. And then, of course, this comes up, would have break-evened us, so I'm glad we trailed and we took our profits instead of getting greedy. So, yeah, pretty happy with today. And then I'm pretty sure, I mean, if you go out of replay mode, this ends up selling off for way more. So, but as you can see, I mean, this sells off for more, yeah, but my next draw would be London lows, and we fucking edge those in reverse for no reason. So, today was just very weird. We also had an unfilled 5-minute on ES that could have been a draw as well. So you could have gotten out there for a little bit more points. But for me, this is an A+ trade, 10 o'clock AMD, continuation setup. We weren't getting an insane reaction off the 30-minute intermediate. I did want a 9:30 opening trade, but who cares, Solid week. Price action was very bad this week, if I'm being honest. I mean, all the Trump-Iran news, that shouldn't be very surprising. But no matter what, I mean, the price action this week was bad, yet we were able to navigate, stay patient, and get some good setups. If I review this week for you guys, you see the first trade, very easy 9:30 AMD model. Second trade, 9:30 AMD model, very clean. because what was happening a lot this week is we were getting spikes to those Trump tweet candles. So, we would immediately spike up to one of those volatile candles, sweep liquidity, and then we'd be able to get a setup off of it, reversing. And then today that just wasn't the case. We were very choppy, and we just had to sit on our hands, wait for the trend to get established, and then we cut our continuation. And right at 10 a.m. too, perfect timing, great combination of time and price to end the week 3-0. So yeah, that is the trade.